Alright, so welcome back. Hoping you guys are having a fabulous day here today. So I got this video for you, right? During this entire festival itself, there's a lot of stuff in here to actually aid you in finally completing these gems. So the entire thing is the 400 hidden gems in affection, right? A lot of you probably don't even touch affection, okay? You're very lazy. I know you are. I'm literally looking into your soul right now, telling you, you don't change your team when you go into the gold dungeon. You just farm. You just sit there and farm and you skip tickets. You don't do it properly. I know you. I know you don't do it properly. Today, if you are, as I'm looking into you as to be that you're not doing it, I'm going to help you. With that being said, let's jump into it, break it down. I'll give you some information here so you can finally go and at least collect those 400. It will take you some time. There is no lie here. It's not like, hey, tomorrow I'm going to walk away with 400 gems. No, over the next few months, you'll definitely start at least cracking into that and finally getting some of it if you haven't already touched it already. So again, keep this in mind. Even if you did make it pretty much, a good distance in, you still could get some more with the new units that are released and a lot of stuff that's going on. So again, today I'll break it down for you. If you're new to the channel, get subscribed, helps out a ton. Let's jump into it. So first thing, to start off the affection guide. So currently on this account, it's 66 affection, which means I am all the way over here in affection. For some reason, I don't know why, but Jazzy doesn't want to claim this. He's like he thinks this is a bank. And like at one point when he is down miserable and he needs to acquire some gems last second, this is there. If he has the gems in his account, he'll be inclined to spend them. That's his idea. I don't know. Maybe it's a good idea. Maybe I just don't understand it. I think, I don't know. But with it, this is what it looks like, all right? So far, you've seen that I've acquired a decent amount of gems over here. Rather, Jazzy has. And we've made a good amount of distance in. I'm going to tell you now, look at all these gems. There's a lot of gems you can actually get through if you do take care of this. Again, the farther you get into it, the harder it gets, because you might not have all these characters. For example, you have to own most of the Meliodases to have all of these hearts. Again, Elizabeth 2, Deanne 2, mainly the Seven Deadly Sins is going to be your biggest acquisition of these hearts, because there's a lot of them, right? So you can easily get a bunch of them here. You get into more like niche characters down here. Given after Guild Thunder, you have Hauser, you have Griamore, Jericho, Hellbrim, Alioni only has 1, Twigo only has 2 here. So again, you see it that some characters are pretty much down there on the hearts. But again, the main point of it, right? How this entire system works, if you don't understand it, every time you spend an amount of stamina, it will be applied over here. Basically, to explain this in really stupid terms, 260,000 stamina spent will be a maximum amount of stamina you need to complete all of the hearts here. That is all you gotta do. Spend 200, and as it says here, 60,000 stamina, and boom, you get a heart. That's it, okay? Or you get all hearts maxed out. Over here, it's again, if you do the math of how many hearts divided by how much there is, I believe it is 20,000. I believe it is that much. If I go down here to somebody who's like 1, yeah, so it's 20,000, exactly, right? So 20,000, that is how it's going to go. You spend 20,000 stamina, you get 1 heart, right? Which, think about it now, okay? Before you panic, be like, oh, that's going to take forever. Shut up, calm down, all right? If you look at it now, basically when you farm like half stamina in a day, let's say you get like probably 200 runs per day, 300 runs per day in there, I think. Let me do the math real quick. So if you're grinding half stamina, I'm saying 300 runs, times that by a quick 24, you're spending 7,200 stamina per day, okay? Which means that 7,000 points over here. It's not bad yet. You do have potential to do this properly to where you can have these units there. Again, if you want to, and you want to take this to like the point, because now remember, the half stamina is permanent. It is permanent now, right? So you don't even have to run an efficient farming team. You don't have to, right? Because you're gonna hit a maximum anyways at 999, 999, right? So you're gonna hit a maximum at a point that you can literally just use some damage dealing units and let it run. Just let it run, farming these passively. Or if you're really bored, you can just go and use your auto clear tickets that you've been stocking up over the past events. We've recently had a lot of events we can buy from Coin Shop, and for this current festival, you can buy a buff in the main tab area and then, go use your patrols. You get like 28, clears a day. 28, pretty good, right? So again, 28 times 240, being how much, again, 24 rather, how much stamina you can spend. You're getting a decent amount of stamina towards this and actually completing this list and finally unlocking the later ones. Again, it will take time. So don't sit there and be like, damn, I'm not doing this. It's gonna take forever. If you actually do it properly, after a month or 2, you will definitely walk away with at least like 3-4 upgrades on the notches. So you can walk away with a 5, 5, 10, 5 gems, which is a multi almost if you keep it going. Keep that in mind. It's not a bad thing. It's passive income, if you want to say. So I would recommend moving forward while we have this festival active. Let me show it to you real quick, actually. If you head over here to patrol, right, so you can buy first, go buy the buff for it. But if I were to complete all right here, hopefully, this is only a few of them, right? But I get 9. I think altogether it's 2 here. Altogether it's like 28. That's how much you get for doing all of this. And again, with the buff, with all of that, if you're farther in store, you get more. So remember, this will give you 28 per day, okay? Doing other things, you can, I think, get more from other places. You used to be able to buy it from shop, get it from there. If you've been doing it every day before the festival too, you should have a bunch. You go over here, and then you just auto-clear. Go in and have fun, use your auto-clear tickets, get that out of the way. Like, set a team, right? Set a team and set multiple teams so that you can actually farm with those teams with just auto-clear tickets, right? And again, contrary to what people have been saying, they've been saying that this is completely worthless. If you were to spend one gold coin, one dumb gold coin, you get 10 auto-clear tickets, which are genuinely helpful. I would do it. The things that I do weekly, just so you know, or daily rather, is buy these. I do buy, I think, gray wings because they're helpful, and I can trade them later on if I don't need them. So I don't farm that anymore. Majority of the time I don't, because you don't need to, right? Events give you enough, but sometimes when they release a player collab, that screwed me over. I needed to go and level them up, and I needed these, right? So if you would like to buy these, you definitely can. These are also fine, but right here, buy this. Please buy this, bro. Do not miss out on this. It's one a day. Use those 10 every single day. That gives you, during this festival, they'll give you 38 auto-clear tickets on the entire thing. So that'll give you 24 times 38. It's a bunch of stamina you're spending. It's not bad. I just recommend it. You don't have to listen. Once again, you don't have to. For example, I said this team really quickly because these are 4 characters that are almost there on the entire thing of getting an additional heart. Sariel's almost there. Liz is almost there. Brunhild's almost there. And Hauser's almost there. So I set one team here. I have this ready. Then I can just, on 2 more slots, set 2 more teams. So that while I'm just auto-clearing it, instead of auto-clearing it with, like, let's say this team, which, go for it, have fun, I can just auto-clear it with this team. Or I can theoretically get 3 leveled up units that are perfectly fine and then just go into the dungeon. It's now unlimited. There's no point in like, oh, I only have one day to do this, so I have to get the most effective team. The whole point of like efficiently farming the gold dungeon is out of the window. It's no point now. There was no reason, because you're going to hit a max. You're going to hit a max at a point, unless like you're trying to do it for some time-based content, or you need it before Relic leaves, or you need it before Gear Gacha ends, right? Those are the only times where this thing doesn't really matter. So just keep that in mind, right? That's the only time that you actually should care for it, farming efficiently. Other than that, just do this. Run with a team that's going to clear and actually do it properly. It may take longer, but you're getting affinity points or affection points on the side. Again, if you're too lazy, like that's too much for you, just go and use auto-clear tickets. Use your auto-clear tickets. Again, 24 stamina per run. Each of these characters are getting 24 affection points. Don't use a team that's stacked down, and don't use a collaboration team, right? These don't actually give you any hearts. So check which character gives you hearts. Check which character also you have maxed out. Maybe you've maxed out for Shin because he only has like 2 units, so there's no point in using Shin anymore because he's not giving you affection. Again, while you're passively farming gold, passively farm some gems. It's pretty simple, so I would get it done, all right? I'm gonna be honest here, okay? I started this 6 months ago, around when I originally was testing it out, and I needed gems. I needed gems for, I think it was slime. Slime dropped. I needed gems. I was 10 away from getting, or 5 hearts away from getting 10 gems, and I needed those 10 gems. I grinded it, and within 3 weeks of spamming my auto-clear tickets, spending all of them, I was able to get those 10 gems. And since then, I actually efficiently did it because it's helpful. I have like a whole amount of banked gems in there, and so does Jazzy. It's worth it. I would recommend it, but you do you. It's up to you. If you're lazy, don't do it. Hey, that's all I can say. So with it, again, just go through, check which characters are able to be used and which characters are close. For example, if Hauser right here is very close, if I do like 3 runs of times 10, I will finish this and get Hauser out of the way. Give him an additional heart and get this to 67. Shin is almost there, so I can use Shin also. Hawk is maxed out already, or he did 1 already. There you go. See, Shin right, or was it Sariel right here is pretty close. He's literally just 2 sets of 10. I'm done with him for 1 heart. Over here, it's close, kind of. Where's Brunhild? Brunhild is 5,000 away. So basically, within the next, if I do this properly, and I just use a few days of the 10 clear tickets, or I let it farm by itself passively, I'll finish this in like 2-3 days, and I'll get an additional, maybe potentially with 4 of them, right? Because that's all that I've used. I'll get him over here to 70, which is 5 more gems. So it's simple. Just get it done, try it out. If you're too lazy, you can leave this again, as mentioned. But it is worth it, and it is worth it to just check out. And again, if you do have some characters that are maxed out, why farm with them, right? For example, you might have already maxed out King, or you might not have, right? So technically, I can take LV Melly into the fight. I can take, let's say, like, for example, I can't use King. He's maxed out because we've been farming with King. That's our farm team. Merlin is the farm team, the new Fez Merlin. See what I mean here? Like, it's unnecessary to use these units because I'm missing out. So just keep that in mind. There are some units you can use, and if you're too lazy to do it, don't do it. Simple as that. Easy. Hopefully that helped you. With that being said, I'll catch you in the next one. Have fun, stay safe, peace, and enjoy. Take advantage of it. It's not that bad. During the festival, while it's boosted with patrols and all of that, use those patrol tickets, get them. If there's ever an event that gives you patrol tickets, they are worth it. So get them. They are always helpful in so much content and just getting you affection points because you can use any team to clear that content. So with it, I'll catch you in the next one. Have fun, stay safe. That's been it for me. Peace out, enjoy, and yeah.